to all our biology teachers, SCRT. Today we are going to review the assessment booklet, summary videos and bridge courses given in this academic year. So, first of all, the contents of this session going to be assessment booklet, summary videos and bridge courses. Coming to the student assessment booklet, this student assessment booklet was given in 2025-2026 academic year for students. About the student assessment booklet. Student assessment booklet will be printed and supplied to all classes and subject wise to all students from class 1 to 10th. The department will print and supply class wise and subject wise assessment booklets to all students from class 1 to 10th. Booklets are designed to track student performance across various assessments throughout the academic year. This offers valuable insights to students, teachers and parents. This supports proper monitoring and guidance by authorities. This academic year, all examination will be in CBA mode consisting of both MCQs and free response questions. CBA examinations were extended up to class 9th. Each question in the assessment will be tagged with a specific competency outcome. It helps to track the learning outcome wise progress of the child. And next, we are going to know what assessment booklet includes. It includes instructions for teachers and students, assessment schedule and formats, abstract of assessments, writing space for 4 formative assessments and 2 summative assessments, OMR sheet for each assessment, subject specific inclusions, maps for social studies, graphs for mathematics. Class 3rd to 9th assessment booklets are designed as per NEP 2020 and CF 2023 guidelines, focusing more on competency based assessments. Under each FA, space will be provided for student responses which are for 5 marks, written work for 5 marks, project work also for 5 marks. And the written test will be conducted for 35 marks, MCQs 15 marks, FRQs 20 marks. Under each SA, space will be provided for MCQs for 20 marks, FRQs for 60 marks. And the assessment booklet for 10th class have the following features. They designed to help students practice for public or board exams. Class 10th will have only 3 formative assessments and space for FA tools is included in the booklet. SA1 will follow the public exam pattern based on the prescribed syllabus, and more space for practice was given. Grand tests were planned and included in the booklets to give students more practice. And next, administration and evaluation of the assessment booklet. Students must write answers only in the space provided for each assessment. Students fill circles for objective questions in the OMR sheet. Teachers will check student responses and record marks on the OMR sheet. Teachers will scan the OMR sheet using the department's mobile app. Marks will be auto-populated in the CSC website. No need of manual entry. Next, when we see the assessment booklet, 9th class biological science assessment booklet, the cover page is like this, and in the third page there is a student profile in which the particulars of the student along with the APAR ID or PEN ID were given. And then there is the index page showing the contents of the assessment booklet, what are present in the assessment booklet, in which page what details are given and how they are arranged in the assessment booklet. So, when we go through the index, we see student marks abstract was given just below the index page. So, this should be filled by the teacher. There is formative assessment abstract, summative assessment abstract, annual result, and also a table of how grading was going to be given, that is grading scheme. And assessment schedule and structure and instructions for teachers were given in the 4th page. Instructions for students are given in the 5th page. And from 7th page, answer booklets for formative assessments and summative assessments were given. There is assessment schedule and structure. So, the schedule of the assessment is going to be formative assessment in August, formative assessment 1 in August and 2 in October, summative assessment in November, formative assessment 3 in January, formative assessment 4 in February, and the last summative assessment 2 in April. The schedule was like this. And the structure is also incorporated in this page, and instruction for teachers was also given in this page. Next, in the next page, instructions for students was given about the booklet. So, in the next page, instructions for student were given. They have to read these instructions. By reading these instructions, they know the structure of the booklet, that is there are what is the structure for formative assessment and summative assessment. 3 tools, tool 1, tool 2 and tool 3 and tool 4 for written test. And they see the ruled or blank sheets for free response questions, FRs, and they can see the OMR sheet, how to write the OMR sheet. So, they have to use only black or blue pen, and if they are writing pen ID, start with 0, shade only black circles, and the bottom of the OMR sheet is not meant for the students. Like this, they have to follow these instructions. And the next page we will see steps to follow during assessment. So, which steps the students will follow during the assessment, that is when they sit in their seats to write the exams, what procedure they will follow, they have to follow, that is given here. First, they have to check the index page to locate the correct section. So, they have to check the index page, which exam they are going to write, that has to be checked at the index page. Next, they have to identify the OMR sheet and free response answer sheets. And they have to answer MCQs on OMR sheets and write the free response answers in the pages provided. After completing the test, they have to check their answers once again before they submit the booklet. And at last, they have to submit the booklet to the invigilator. These instructions they have to follow during the assessment. In this phase, they can also know the correct way of shading the circles in the OMR. Next pages are formative assessment response sheets. So, this page is meant for tool 1, that is students' participation and reflections. For science students, these marks will be awarded for experiments. And the next page, tool 2, written work. This is also for 5 marks. And the next page shows tool 3, that is project work, and for this also 5 marks will be given. Next page is for formative assessment, tool 4 will be the written test. So, it is for 35 marks and 15 MCQs and 2 2 marks questions, 2 4 marks question and 1 8 mark question. So, altogether 35 marks. So, the response sheets were given here. Next sheets were given. These are the examples of summative assessment 1. So, the summative assessment booklet pages are like this, and the summative assessment is for 80 marks. For section A contains 20 MCQs for 6th and 7th classes and 4 2 marks questions and 5 4 marks questions and 4 8 marks questions, altogether 80 marks for summative assessment for one subject. For 8th, 9th and 10th biology, the exam will be for 40 marks. In the next pages, we see the OMR sheets. So, OMR sheets for grades 6th to 9th, FA OMR sheets, and OMR sheets for grade 3rd to 9th, summative assessment OMR sheets. At the end, the student assessment booklet contains this certificate of assessment completion. So, this will be signed by the teacher, and this is the last page of the assessment, cover page of the assessment booklet. So, the structure of the booklet once again given here. You will have 2 types of assessments in a year, formative 4 FAs and summative 2 SAs. A formative design is like this: tool 1, tool 2, tool 3, tool 4, and summative assessment is for 80 marks. So, each assessment, the booklet has two types of sheets, ruled or blank sheet and OMR sheets. So, in the student assessment booklet, how these ruled and blank sheets are used. So, tool 1 and 3 instruct students to record their answers only in the space provided. Tool 2, teachers must observe students' notebooks, homework, assign marks and write rational comments in the space provided. And FA written tests, tool 4 and SES. Ensure that students write answers neatly in the boxes next to the designated question numbers and in the graphs or maps provided whether relevant. Inform the students to use the additional page and rough work spaces if extra space is needed. So, in the student assessment booklet, how to use the assessment booklet, that is use of OMR sheets for MCQs and recording student marks. Ensure students fill upper pen ID and exam code in parts A and B. Ensure that when writing pen ID, the first digit must be 0, both written and bubbled. Instruct students to mark MCQ's answers only in the block circles in part C. Do not allow students to mark parts D and E. These are for teachers to record marks for FR questions and tool 1 to 3 in FS. Guide students to shade bubbles clearly and correctly given in this picture. How to handle these assessment booklets? How to use the assessment booklet? Distribution and collection of the booklets. Issue booklets to students during scheduled assessment activities. For FAs, distribute and collect booklets separately for tool 1, 3 and 4 activities. For SAs, issue booklets during the main exam. Collect booklets immediately after each test. Handle and store booklets safely. They are reused throughout the year. Class teachers keep all booklets. Invigilators handle them during assessments. Subject teachers return their written after evaluation. These are the instructions for teachers how to use the assessment booklet. Evaluation guidelines. Evaluate free response answers with clear marks and constructive comments. Record final MCQs and FR marks by bubbling the respective number circle in parts D and E of the OMR sheet. If MCQ answers differ in OMR and FR sheets, consider the OMR response as final. Scan OMR sheets using the mobile app, ensuring the full area within the 4 border circles is clearly captured under good lighting, like shown in this picture. Know about summary videos. Key highlights of the videos. The content spans grades 6th to 10th, covering core subjects mathematics, physical and biological sciences, English and social studies. Each video is approximately 3 minutes long, focusing on single concept that aligns with what the teacher covers in class on that day. The videos are developed with a strong pedagogical foundation closely aligned with specific learning outcomes associated with each topic and subtopic. The videos include 2D to 3D animations to help students visualize complex concepts, making abstract ideas easier to understand. The language used is simple and accessible, ensuring clarity and ease of understanding for all learners. Subtitles are provided to assist students who might struggle to follow the audio. These videos helps a lot in visualizing the abstract concepts and comprehending the concepts easily. Encourage the teachers to use these videos to summarize their class after the completion of each topic. Teachers can access these videos from Leap app. They can show these videos to the students using IFPs. Based on these videos, fun assessment with MCQs has to be conducted on no bag Saturdays. Track and monitor of the usage of these videos by the teachers and students regularly. That is, the usage will be tracked and monitored. Next, coming to the readiness and bridge course, we have the readiness program for class 6th. Objectives of this readiness program is to support students transitioning from class 5th to class 6th by bridging foundational learning gaps and preparing them for the academic, cognitive and social demands of upper primary grades through an integrated, activity-based and child-friendly approach. The 40-day bridge course aims to support class 6 students in smoothly transitioning from primary to upper primary by revising foundational concepts and preparing them for new grade level learning. Through activity-based sessions in science, students will strengthen reading, writing and problem solving abilities, understanding basic scientific concepts through observation and develop awareness of their surroundings and social structures. The course focuses on building confidence, curiosity and readiness for academic engagement in class 6th. Moving to the bridge course for class 9th students, the schedule is like this. Class 9th SA2 examinations will be conducted with the 10th class pre-final examinations along with the 10th class pre-final examinations to provide space for implementing this bridge course. This bridge course is scheduled from 13th March to 23rd April 2026, ensuring smooth transition to class 10th. Example is for biology, the concepts 9th class biology bridge course format. So, here the basic concepts like nutrition, respiration, circulation, excretion, transportation in plants, animals, likewise nervous tissue, hormones in man, reproduction in plants, sexual reproduction in humans, vegetative propagation, reproduction in microorganisms, cell, nucleus, chromosomes, genes, DNA, sex determination in humans, herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, decomposers, food chain, all these are the basic concept that they have learned in their 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th classes. These concepts will be strengthened for easy learning in 10th class. So, this is review of assessment booklet, summary videos and bridge courses. Thank you.